I'm in the trap for life. Like I buy one, get one free. I do this for y'all, man. I spend real money. You see, 30 something fucking dollars. And I don't get no love from YouTube at all. I do this for the passion, for the love, for the enjoyment of it. YouTube don't give me shit. I don't get no respect from YouTube. I'm just out here doing me, yo. Hopefully one day it'll pay off. But for now, rednecks hate me, man. They hate my damn guts. All because I'm black. That's the only reason. There's no other reason. I'm not violating or doing nothing wrong. Big pancakes. Got a whole second one of these. Now I always mess up with this because I should be putting the fixings on before I start. Damn, I'm not gonna eat all this. The salt and pepper and all that definitely should be already on here. But I don't. And I gotta set the camera down. So that's what it is. Yeah. That big girl smell the food and she goes fucking ham, bro. You can't even cook around big people. They literally lose their fucking mind. They think that you're not allowed to cook or eat around them without them getting some. They literally, big backs lose their mind. They think it's a time zone when you can eat or do whatever you want to do. They basically lose their fucking mind. They think they're so in control, in charge of everything. Big back people. They are fucking out of control with their mindset. They literally think they own the world by their fat ass aggressiveness. And they don't. Can somebody tell them big fat people they don't own the fucking world? Just because you're a big obese motherfucker does not mean you run the world. Me hungry. Me smell food. It's not time to eat yet. Stop it. Stop it, fool. It's not your world. You don't own this motherfucker, man. We do. Anybody's allowed to eat when they want to. You don't have to eat when you want them to. You're a bully. You're a big back bully. Shit. So, I I don't know how people do videos. I just do what I do. I got a whole nother one. Yeah, Puffy and them having a domestic issue in front of all of us. That's just wild. They letting the world, they bringing the world into their bedroom and their house and their home, and the feds are involved in it. They're putting the type of communication on TV that should never be on TV. Hold on for a second, y'all. I really got people that's really knowing me now. I'm picking up, bro. In real life, I be seeing your channel. I be like, whoa, what? I ain't trying to be famous, you know? I'm not trying to be famous. I don't care about fame. I just do what I do. You might as well be tomorrow. I see your channel. I like what you be saying. I like what you be doing. I be like, damn, this shit's real. Only the po-po hate my guts. Cause I'm a trap guy. They want me on site. Like, all we know is to capture human beings. There we go. That's our job. We gonna do it for life. I am number one. This part I hate, that I be really hungry and y'all think it's a joke. I be really hungry and I'm trying to eat and I keep forgetting the part where I gotta really like do a video. Damn, 11 hours ago, we told you about Cassie, and now they're scrambling. Yeah, she's a super freak. Before Diddy met her, she was hoeing and tricking way before Diddy met her, man. She was a social class come up, trying to get a come up. And she was catching licks with people. But Diddy chose her, you know. He did choose her. She was with a different dude. Diddy was greedy. Lord, thank you for this food. In your name I pray, amen. Look, they out there in the streets. It ain't no joke. We got it all, bro. We got juice, we got soda, we got double pancakes, we got music over here, the whole internet world. What more do we need? I'm doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Look, cowgirls. Welcome to Dallas, man. Keep it true. Keep it real. I'm up the street from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. I could be working there if I wanted to. That's cowgirl. Girls. Kid Rock. Rock and rodeo. Okay? I just heat this up and it feels like it's cold already. It's forking, no good. Mm-hmm. Mm. I hate the fact my nose feels stopped up. Go ahead and sit off of here, man. We got boxing and what you call it, damn lip pinching. You know what I just realized? I like IHOP better than Denny's. Denny's is too authentic. It's like fake food. Hold on. I gotta cut this pancake up. Yeah, I can tell this is fake food. It don't seem real. I'm gonna use the second syrup on here regardless. Damn, let's see, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I gotta black y'all out because I gotta do all this fixing up shit. How do y'all do this? I can't keep it going black like that. That's wrong. I haven't learned how to do this shit. I'm gonna put a second syrup on here. Y'all give me a minute. I'm coming right back. I'm just gotta do what I gotta. I'm trying to show y'all the real. I turned the comments off. It's not worth having no damn comments on with a bunch of crazy people talking to me. I like to have y'all on here, but even if y'all show up somehow, some way, I'm not talking, because it's not worth it. I don't know what I have nothing but respect for people who subscribe to me, but commenters down there in that comment section, I was gonna let y'all go straight ham, but I got one that's filibustering, acting like a damn lunatic, because he can't have it his way. I was looking at oh, hold on, man. Unbelievable. I'll have the hands for that later. I don't trust nothing Blue Blood says. He's a liar. Wow. I'm rolling with. Damn, bro. Let's hear Willie D.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The fourth day of Diddy's federal trafficking trial is in the books, and Cassie Ventura did not disappoint. She faced cross-examination from Diddy's lawyers today. She testified about the start of her relationship with Diddy and responded to graphic texts and emails about freak-offs, the drug-fueled orgies allegedly orchestrated by Diddy. The defense tried to portray Cassie as a loving partner to Diddy, who willingly participated in the freak-offs and attempted to link the volatility of their relationship to drug use and jealousy. Cassie testified Diddy was extremely upset over her affair with Kid Cudi, and she also admitted she was extremely jealous of Diddy's ex, Kim Porter. Cassie had previously testified that she was
just like some high school shit, dog.
Suffered multiple medical issues as a result of constant freak-offs, and that she was blackmailed with sex videos. Diddy faces 5 criminal counts: 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Diddy has vociferously denied the allegations against him. This is why you do not call the bluff of people who have substantial evidence against you that could bring great harm your way. Do not play with that. All Diddy had to do, first and foremost, is not put hands on the woman. Because if he hadn't put hands on her, then I don't think that she would have done what she did. But the fact that he put hands on her is what made her go after him. If it had just been freak-offs and just real regular freaky-deaky, whatever they do, different. Now it's just, you hurt me, I hurt you, benefited, but there was no violence, right? We put the violence in it. And don't get me wrong, man. Some people are going to come after you no matter what. I don't think she would have came after him if he had not put hands on her. But that said, she still played the game. For every black eye that she got a pair of shoes.
He put hands on her. That motherfucker was out of control, man.
Every infection she got, she had a trip to the Caribbean. For every time that she was insulted by him, she got a Birkin bag. So Cassie was willing to sacrifice her health for the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's what it came down to. Cassie said that she was high. She talked about how Diddy once overdosed. She said that she was jealous of Kim Porter.
Wow.
I heard that she did some really, really foul things in regard to Kim Porter. Even once witnessing Diddy put hands on Kim and laughed about it. I already felt some type of way about Cassie's innocence. But once she confessed, even in the direct, but especially during the cross-examinations, she has been laughing a lot. These are serious allegations. This is a serious moment. This is her reputation. And someone who she once claimed to love, freedom on the line. And she's laughing.
Well, she getting all the attention.
Yeah, man. That's right. I did it. Something's going on up there, fam. Something ain't right, man.
She getting all the money.
Something ain't right.
All the attention.
Yeah. The oven is on, but it's not heating up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cassie also said that she was horny after one of the freak-offs. She was horny. She just got ran through. And fam, I don't really know a better way to say it. You know, she got ran through. And she's still horny. What's the significance?
Her and Will Smith.
The defense is
White
trying
Jada
to
Pinkett
illustrate
are the same way.
the sexual appetite of Cassie. They're trying to say, no, man, she got an appetite for this. Diddy didn't have to force her into any type of sexual situation. She enjoyed it. She even said once, after they had planned a freak off, 2 days after they planned a freak off, she said, I feel like I want to F-U-C-K. She was ready. She was more than ready. Potty mouth Cassie. Yeah. See, Cassie's saying things and doing stuff that she never thought she'd say. Yeah. I'm talking about very, very explicit. Some of the stuff was so explicit she didn't even want to repeat it. And she repeated a lot of stuff. Well, she read a lot of those text messages, but there were certain text messages and she didn't even want to read it. She just let the defense read it because she was so embarrassed. I'll say it again. If there is something you don't want replayed in a court of law, if you don't want seen in a court of law, you better keep it off these electronic devices.
She was on drugs.
Because if it's something inappropriate, something that can be used to question your character, if you're ever in that position, you might end up with your face in your hands from embarrassment. Diddy, according to Cassie, overdosed.
Money's always costing money. But when you get the cash check,
I'm sure that's something that Diddy never wanted to be put out. But Diddy called the bluff of someone who had information on him that could be damaging. I mean, he may as well have walked up on a dude who had a gun pointed at him and said, shoot me. You ain't gonna shoot me. Shoot, what you gonna do with that gun?
Jamie Foxx.
You ain't gonna do that. Pow, 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 pow. That's exactly what Cassie is doing right now. Shooting him. Pow, pow, pow. Shot him with that lawsuit. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Thought he had it down. She filed that lawsuit. And then everything began to unravel from there. This is why it's important to
Jamie Foxx had the same
be
thing happen
civil
to him.
and treat people with dignity who you find yourself in relationships with. I mean, you should really treat people with dignity in the first place. I'm talking about, people in general. I mean,
Kevin Samuels died from the same thing.
An enemy is an enemy. But people that you, just in general, just meeting somebody, spending time with people, family, being in a relationship with someone, treat people with civility. Be kind to people. And even with all that, you can be the coolest person in the world, the kindest person in the world, and you'll have your moments where you're fed up with somebody, and you might do something that's inappropriate, where you might hurt somebody's feelings or something. You might even break somebody's heart. You might get your heart broken. But at the end of the day, takes two to tango. And you gotta learn in life to take your bitter with your sweet. So if you have all these great times with a person, when it go bad, you know, just be thankful for the times that things did go good. And use the bad times as a lesson going forward. That's all you really can do. Because ain't none of these relationships guaranteed. Not one of them. And all of them will end by force or choice. So if and when it do go bad, you tripping, but you ain't tripping out. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
They remind me of Jeezy.
Treat people with dignity. Treat people with civility.
Young Jeezy and that other
in most
one.
cases, you're not going to have these problems. But first and foremost,
is she
when you
Asian?
meet people, some people are just uncivilized. And if you find yourself dealing with an uncivilized person from the gate, however you start, that's how you're going to end. In fact, it's going to end even worse because in most cases, people, when they first meet you, are going to give you their best. You're going to see the best side of them. And then, as they get comfortable with you, they'll start relaxing more, and then you'll start seeing the other side. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the other side is completely different. Other times, you know, it's a little tapering there, but not too bad. But it ain't as great as it was day one, when they was trying to impress you, when they were trying to win you over. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, fam, drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, D and her are having a tit for tat in the public eye. Some of the stuff they say Diddy's doing in court, I can't believe he's doing. They saying this fool is really out of control. You got a meltdown. But he only has one chance to get it right. But once they throw them jersey numbers at him, that's a wrap. Guilty on all charges. 54 years in jail. And her for being up there pregnant. For all the crimes that's against Diddy. Plus him being black. Because I've yet to hear anything that's not adult consent. I've yet to hear anything. No, I don't see nothing that involves children. All the drug shit, I don't see no drug trafficking. All I see and hear is substance abuse. At most, it's domestic violence, which is rehab, anger management, and probation. I don't know what the feds call themselves though. They doing too much. The feds gotta take that L, man. This is way out of control. I'm not saying Diddy ain't gonna do the same thing once he gets found innocent. Because if they find him guilty, but yet don't throw the book at him, just give him probation to the point where it's a situation where it's like, we give you a month, ankle monitor, take your visa, put him on that damn Young Thug or NBA Youngboy shit, where the man can't be basically doing nothing but being at home. And they don't allow him to take drugs. He gonna lose his fucking mind. You might as well say, where's Russell Simmons at? Because Diddy's gonna be over there with him. Because when he get out, he gonna be looking for a younger man who already got her another man. He too old to be messing with these young broads. Every man in history has tried to do the same thing. Get them a young woman and try to keep up with them. Give them everything they want and still ain't good enough. One thing we'll know, and we'll know this for sure. If y'all ain't never heard nothing from the trap guy, I'm eating, so I got food in my mouth. You ain't never heard nothing from the trap guy, cavity test, down my knees. This is the realest statement alive. Man will never be able to conquer the vagina. Never. That thing is resilient more than anything in life. I mean, it 110% wins it all. That booty trap game, a man assumes that he's the pimp when a woman ain't gonna let you do nothing but what she wants you to do. Because at the end of the day, if you don't kill her, she gonna kill you. And I promise you that. And we all out here talking real language. That's disgusting, y'all. I mean, just sniffling like that, I can't blow my nose. But I wish they have all his girlfriends get up there. I want to hear them all. Get J-Lo's ass. Where the fuck is she at? Get her want to be everything, but she's a code switcher. Get Get her ass up there. I want to see what her ass is. She Puerto Rican or she's Mexican, Spanish. I don't know what the fuck she is. She white, black. Let's tell her story, because she definitely was a freak. All of them have in common, too. They had nothing, and they social climbed up. By having sex. But they did have talent. Man, I'm already full, like, buy one, get one free. Really, it's all a lie. If you break it down, you might have a couple dollars off of one. It's like $12 each. That's what it boils down to. If you bought it by itself, it'd be about $14. You know, with taxes and everything. So they really hustle. And everybody falls for it who don't know the game. However, I got some food for a couple of days. Let's see. That means what?
Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all sub to my other channel, No 304 Show, where we talk about these type of topics all the time. And most importantly, make sure y'all check me out on my Patreon. Okay, it's patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Patreon.com/78sportstv. Select the tier. Come on over there, get some of that good game. We cooking. All right, let's go and chop it up now. So I think this is day 4, day 5 of the trial with Diddy and Cassie. I wasn't even gonna pay attention to this because I pretty much think they're gonna just railroad Diddy anyway. But whatever, you know. So far, what's been going on is they've already selected the jury. Now they have the trials in full swing. Cassie has testified for a couple of days, like a day and a half. She testified for the prosecution, in which she said a lot of things that hurt Diddy, but she said a lot of things that actually can help Diddy's case. And the prosecution was trying to get ahead of these things because they knew the defense was going to bring them up. So there's a few things like they're like a few things they try to get ahead of and they brought out. And I noticed that a lot of YouTube channels and people that are extremely biased in favor of Cassie, or people who just don't like Diddy because they blamed him for Tupac and all kind of childish stuff, they are not even paying attention to the actual rules of the case, the actual law. They're in their feelings like a bunch of females or a bunch of dudes who was raised without fathers, and they're emotional, and they, oh man, Diddy had something to do with Tupac. No, man, Diddy, he put hands on that girl. Ain't no excuse for that. All that's great, man. But at the end of the day, Diddy's now on trial for putting hands on this girl. Y'all have to understand that, bro. Right. If the law was around, was decided by people like y'all, there would be a lot of people in prison or in the grave right now. You have to go by the law.
Right.
You have to let these people prove their case, not by your emotions and feelings about him beating up this girl. Nobody likes to see him beat the girl up. Yes, that's horrific. It's disgusting. I think he a scumbag. But guess what? You know who don't think he a scumbag? Her. She kept going back to the dude. Even when she had boyfriends and other things to do in her life, she kept going back to this dude. And then y'all, but she was young. No, I don't want to hear that. The defense have brought up text messages from her going back from 2007 to 2017, where she's telling Diddy she loved him. You know, and this is after he been whooping on her. After all these freak offs and stuff that she claims Diddy forced her to do. They got text messages out here from her now, where she's asking to do freak offs with Diddy. Oh, I can't wait. I'm horny right now. All this old stuff. Everybody want to ignore this stuff and keep chopping up. Oh, she was young. Bro, I'm so sick of you dudes. I swear, man. All these people that keep making excuses for this girl behavior, she has to be held accountable, right? She has to be held accountable. She's a grown woman, making grown woman decisions.
Yep.
Having grown woman relations and all that kind of stuff. I don't care how old Diddy was. There's a whole lot of young girls right now leading these old men, these old suckers around by their nose. Mm-hmm. There's a whole website right now you can go to called Sugar Mamas, Sugar Babies or something, where girls go on there and get a bunch of lonely old men who retired, and these girls on there stealing these dudes' pensions and everything. Nobody say nothing about it.
Right.
But somehow if the girl flip it on the man and say, oh, he took advantage of me, all y'all gonna side with her like, yeah, he too old, he know better than that, messing with that young girl. Get up out of here with this nonsense, bro. So anyway, so today, basically, Cassie, the defense cross-examined her. Diddy's defense cross-examined her, and they took it light on her. Smart strategy by Diddy's defense team to have a female, Hispanic female lawyer, defense attorney, cross-examine Cassie, and do some flattering of Cassie a little bit like that, because Cassie's pregnant. The visuals just look bad. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't matter. You should be able to go hard on her, but you know how it is. The visuals gonna look bad, like, oh, she's pregnant, y'all attacking her, blah, blah, blah. So, I think that they did an excellent job in day one of their cross-examination of exposing Cassie as the liar that she is. Mm-hmm. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that you didn't want to do freak-offs, but then admit that you didn't tell him no. Shit like I just did it because I wanted to make him happy. Okay, well, that's not him forcing you, though. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Y'all cannot change the rules of what rape is, right? We just spent all these years talking about no means no, and men gotta understand that no means no. Now you're trying to flip it to where even if you don't say no, a man's supposed to just read your mind, and he's supposed to have enough intelligence to know that you don't want this, without you saying no. And some of you dudes is out here co-signing this, y'all don't know what y'all in for, unless y'all just zesty or y'all plan to just, you know what I'm saying, play with yourself for the rest of your life. But if you got to deal with women, I don't know how y'all finna be out here this dating scene, you co-signing this type of nonsense. Yeah. This is a grown woman that can use her voice. And in some of the text messages, she actually explained, she actually did say no. And it was fine. And one of the text messages, she said to Diddy, well, no, Diddy asked her, he said he wanted to see her smash some dude. You know, Diddy a weirdo. He wanted to see her smash some dude. You know, that's rock talk. And she said, I think she said she didn't feel like it, or she said, I forgot the exact words. But she said she wasn't into it right now, right? So Diddy said to her, okay, well, hit me up when you into it. You know what I'm saying? When you now. So right there, that tells you he was being considerate of her feelings. That tells you he wasn't forcing her to do nothing. This is all in text, so I don't understand where is he forcing you to do this, right? Stop trying to mix he beat her. Yes, we get that part, but that's domestic violence. That's a state crime, right? Charge him with domestic violence then. Then we got a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
But you can't charge this man with racketeering, RICO, and
shit.
trafficking, sex trafficking, and all this stuff, and all you talking about in Cassie, he was mean to her. Oh, he had people come in and have
And these are
relations with her.
your main
She was
witness.
into it.
I mean,
She
yeah.
admitted in the text messages herself she was into it. But I'm gonna show you. This is from yesterday. I'm gonna show you the most damning evidence against Cassie. Let me see what this is. I talked about this yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about it here.
Damn, bro.
Okay. Cassie says, well, the DA asked her, what happened next? Cassie says, Sean came to my house and raped me in my living room floor. His eyes were black. It was like taking something from you. The attorney said, the DA said, you cried? What did Sean do? Cassie said, he continued to finish inside me, and then he got up and left. Okay, this is a brutal situation. If this man, now mind you, this is in 2018. She's with her husband now. She's not with Diddy no more. She said Diddy came to her house and raped her in her living room floor. Right? Her husband's house now. I mean, she with her husband. Now watch this. The DA said, "What did you ever?" We said, "Did you ever have relations with him again?" She said, "Yes, voluntarily. We had a good night. I went back to his house." The district attorney says,
That's
"Can you
some
explain
drugs,
why
that's
you did that after he
crazy
raped you?"
shit.
She said, "We had 10 years together. Well, we had been together 10 years.
Back and forth,
So I
back
don't
and
understand what that
forth.
means. What does that mean? You've been together with somebody for 10 years, but you're not with him anymore. You're with your husband now, but you're still creeping off, cheating on your husband, going with Diddy. You say he raped you, but then you also admit that you voluntarily, after he raped you, went back to Diddy's house and just cheated on your husband. Her husband is the most simplest dude I ever seen in my life. He's sitting in court listening to this.
Motherfuckers be saying,
Like, bro, it's people out here like this. It's a lot of dudes out here just like Cassie's husband. I'm telling you. And a lot of them are in these YouTube chats. They are. I know for a fact they are, bro. I'm telling you. This is
they're
pathetic.
everywhere.
So anyway,
There you
a
go.
lot of this stuff is too vulgar for me to play or show you the screenshots. I'm trying to, but
Diggy on here.
so much of it, man, from YouTube. It's just ridiculous, man. But anyway, so yes, everybody's focusing on Diddy putting hands on the girl, how mean he was to her, and how many times he beat her up. Nobody's condoning that, man. That's all disgusting stuff. But the person who should be mad is her.
Look,
But all you simps, y'all gotta ask yourself this question.
I got
Why are
her
you more
on.
mad about Diddy beating her up than she's mad about it? See, this is what you simps got. You gotta calm down for a minute. Cassie's not your mom, bro. I know you want to help your mom when your mom was getting hit and stuff like that. She's not your mom, bro. She's not your sister. Whatever you're trying, she's not the girl that you liked in high school, but she was stuck on the bad dude, and she loved the bad boy, and the bad boy treated her like dirt, and you just wish she would have gave you a chance. This is not that, lame-o. It's not that. This is a girl who's a streetwalker. She's a 304. And Diddy was a simp, a trick. He was paying her money, and paying other people money to have relations with her. And he'd sit back there and jack it off.
Right.
That was his kink. That's what he wanted to do. Some of y'all got your own little weird kinks, you know what I'm saying? That don't nobody know nothing about. Right?
Hand.
But whatever, that's his kink. And Cassie was all in on it. Cassie was in relationships. Admittedly, she was in relationships with Kid Cudi while messing with Diddy. She cheated on Kid Cudi messing with Diddy. She cheated on her first boyfriend messing with Diddy. She cheated on her husband messing with Diddy. And somehow Diddy made her do all this stuff. This is unbelievable, bro. When is this girl going to have to be held accountable for something she did wrong? When are you guys going to start holding these type of chicks accountable for the decisions they make? And I see dudes who, oh man, but he's older than her. Bro, shut up, bro. Miss me with the nonsense.
Never.
Bill Belichick is way older than his girl. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that. Al Pacino, this man in his 80s, he got a 20-some-year-old girl. Y'all ain't said nothing about this.
What about
Stop lying, bro. Cut the cap.
But the
y'all
white
only have
boy.
this type of smoke for black dudes.
Cappuccino.
That's it. The only time y'all dudes come out off from under y'all little rocks and crevices is when a black dude get accused of something. Here y'all come with this holier-than-thou preachers talk. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I would never. It's nothing I can see into a young girl like that. A young girl can't do nothing for me. Okay, well, cool. That sounds great, but if a young girl can't do nothing for you, who can? Because you still ain't got no woman today. Right. I mean, y'all dudes do all this simping online, pandering to these chicks, and you still ain't got no woman. Where your woman at? I mean, seriously. I'm married. Where y'all woman at? If y'all do all this stuff, y'all so experts on women and what women want, and you ain't got none. To this day, you ain't got one. And if you do, you in the same position Diddy in. Or the same position Cassie husband in. Letting her she's smashing. She probably ain't home right now. Let her go out and smash, and then, you know what I'm saying? And you just be quiet. You don't want to ruffle no feathers. Exactly. It's a pathetic way to live. Cassie exposed herself as a liar. She acted like Diddy forced her to do all these things. I don't believe it. I don't believe this man forced her to my trap house. I think Cassie was in on it. The text message proved she was in on these freak offs. She loved it. She enjoyed it. She even says in some of these vulgar text messages that she loved it. She's horny. She can't wait to get D'd up and all this type of stuff. And then even the what's the guy name? The escorts, which are prostitutes. But it's funny how they keep giving them this distinguished title as escorts. They won't call them prostitutes. It's just hilarious to me. But anyway, these male escorts, they saying that Cassie was the one who initiated all this stuff. Cassie was the one who asked him to drop that load in her face. No, Cassie was the one who asked me to do this and that. Cassie was the one who paid me. Cassie was the one who I talked to on the phone. She was the one who found me. So what is this? What is this Diddy stuff? He made her do this stuff. This is ridiculous. She said herself she was jealous of Kim Porter and Diddy's relationship with other women. She said that she did a lot of this stuff to make him happy because she was afraid that if she didn't do it, he would find another girl to do it with. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's not him raping her. That's not him forcing her. That's her trying to get in where she fit in. That's her trying to make a decision. She make a decision to say, you know what? I want this man. I want his attention. I want this man. I want to win him in the end. So I'm going to compete. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to be nasty, freaky. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. I'm going to do all the nasty stuff he liked and prove to him I'm better than these other chicks. That's what she did. That's a conscious decision. You understand?
We still got
conscious decision.
The Pancakes.
Now, I know
I gotta give y'all a freestyle.
A lot of people get very emotional about the Diddy stuff because, especially women, they get very emotional because they start thinking about all the decisions they made, the messed up mistakes they made in the past, and the mistakes some of y'all still making. You know what I'm saying? Frankly, some of y'all still make the same mistakes y'all made. Y'all 16, 17, but you won't never do nothing about it because nobody's gonna hold you accountable. You're still picking the wrong type of dudes, right? Right? You're still messing with dudes, sleeping around, messing with bad boys, dudes who ain't committed to you, don't want to marry you, going backwards, going back to this guy who you know ain't no good for you. You're still doing all that stuff. So now you're trying to live through Cassie, right? I see some chick.
Let me get to the trap. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I done put up with things too much. I lived all in the streets. Now we out here trying to figure it out. What the hell happened? Everybody chasing for that cloud. What the hell happened? Day after day and we see what happened. Everybody wanna be played. What had happened was street life and gangster life. That's what we talking about. This don't make no sense to me. I'm just a trapper seed, living through all of the pain of this love game. Let me do my thing, let me do my thing. You can do your thing. Who this rap guy? I'm in the streets for real. Who this rap guy? I'm KLD from Maui. Let me tell you how it goes. Let me let you know about the love triangle. It's just what we do when it comes to me and you. You love me, it's soulmates, and we gotta understand one thing. We both have identity, but when we lose ourselves with each other, it's crazy to me. The trap god, the rap god. I mean, I'm just gonna look you in your eye. Hope we feel a kind of special way, but we've been doing all the time anyway. You turn your back on me, you try to chase for somebody, ain't you stuck on me? Ew, what you doing, girl? Playing with my heart, playing with my world. You tell me that I'm cheating, that's all in your mind. Am I here losing my mind? Cause I could be in two places at one time. Either I'm with you or making money in the street. Woo, 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 woo. Damn, it's hard to be this way. I wish to be in love, like we just floating in life every single day. But ew, the rough times, the hard times, the fights and the cuss and the fight. Physical and then I'm out here lusting for other women that really want me the trap. All I know is one thing. What we doing out here in the streets is called love. Woo, woo, woo.